2022 Ford GT. This is Lego set 42154. Guys, if we go back into history, we can see that the original Ford GT40 was created in 1963 to complete the 24-hour of Le Mans and was raced by Carroll Shelby and his team in 1966. In 1969, the Ford GT was discontinued, but later on in 2004, they brought out a road legal Ford GT. This Lego set is the predecessor of that 2004 GT with the updated design and all those features. Right guys, as you can see, I've taken everything out of the box and you can see that we have all the plastic bags with all the Lego pieces. It ranges from package 1 up to 5, and then you'll see as I move down we have the 4 wheels on the corner on the left, then we have the manual, and we have that sticker sheet. And from what I can see, there's quite a lot of stickers. Right guys, when you open the building guide, we can see on the first couple of pages we have pictures of comparisons between the real Ford GT and the Lego set. And guys, as I turn the page, it gives us more images of the different details on the Lego set, showing us the steering wheel, parts of the engine and the rear, and then on the right hand side we get to see the real car in its glory, and it just gives us a little bit of information on the Ford GT as we start to be building. On the next page guys, we can see from where it all started in 1963, the original Ford GT40, as we move on to all the different styles and makes throughout the history and the timeline that we have here. And guys, on the last page of the history, it shows us the designer of this Ford GT of the Lego set and gives us a bit of information on the vehicle, and it shows us on the right hand side the rear of the actual Ford GT. So guys, I'm gonna now get into building this car, and then I will show you my review and get into detail of all the features of this epic Lego set. Okay guys, we have now completed bag number 2 and we're going to go to bag number 3, but I just wanted to show you what we have so far. Basically just the inner structure of the Ford GT, where we can see basically part of the engine, we can see the rear suspension, we can see the pistons moving as the wheels are moving there. Then we've got a little bit of the interior showing a bit of the steering wheel, the gauge clusters. We've got some seats in there, there's 2 seats, and then of course the front where it shows more of the suspension and a bit of the springs, and well this would be the rotors. I like the detail so far of where they're going with this. So now we're going to carry on with bag number 3. Just wanted to show you guys, I've now completed what you would see is the roof and then the frame of the windscreen, but it's very interesting how Lego has used these Lego pieces to really make it look so realistic. I mean, it's not just a squared off piece. I mean, they've got this front part that you can see on the left here that curves, and then we've got these other Lego pieces on the side that really makes it look nearly 100% like it would look on the real car. I'm quite impressed with the Lego technique that they've put in here with their Lego pieces. It's really looking good guys. I just finished building the side piece of the Ford GT, which will be the wheel arch of the right hand side. I just wanted to show you guys how detailed the inner structure of this that when you build. As you can see guys, we have the rear light there, and on the inside it's all these different Lego pieces to make up this piece that then will be attached to the car, and this is what you'll see from the side of the car. But I thought it was quite interesting to have a look and see the inside and the inner workings of all the pieces it takes just to achieve that outer look that you have on the side. I have now put it on to the Ford GT, the rear fender, and you can see how that looks guys. It really, this car's coming together so well. And if we compare it to the other side that I will build shortly, it's a massive difference from that look there to the side. Oh, it's really looking good. The detail, guys. I'm loving the detail of what it's looking like so far. Okay guys, we have now finished bag number 3, and as you can see, we have the rear of the Ford GT built, and we can see all the details so far. I think this is looking really incredible, guys. Really giving some depth and nice detail to this set. Okay guys, bag number 4 is complete, and as you can see guys, we have the front end is completed, and we can already see how this Ford is coming together. It's really looking good, guys. Now all that's left that we have to build would be the doors and then to put the wheels on. Alright guys, we have now officially finished building the Ford GT. I now want to take a deep dive into this awesome Lego set and just have a look at all the details and see how close they really got to that real Ford GT. Let's start in the front. So far we can see we've got the grille at the bottom there, we've got the racing stripes, and we've got those interesting lights, very similar to the original. I like how Lego has put those printed pieces on the lights to imitate the running daylight LEDs that you would see on the original car. I just feel there's something lacking in the lights, maybe more detail, but I know we are limited to Lego pieces. But other than that, if we look at the rest of the front of the car, we can see the livery. They got quite accurate to the real car. There were a few stickers, but luckily on the front it was only the Ford badge that was the sticker, the rest were Lego pieces. Then guys, if we come down, the grille also at the bottom was a sticker as well. If we compare the bottom to the real vehicle, I will say Lego's quite on the money on this one with the details. We do have an opening here which probably would be the boot, not much of a boot as it is a mid-engine vehicle, but here on the Lego set we can just see the moving inner structures and gears of the suspension, so not too much to look there, and this piece will just close. Of course we do have the hog system, which is the steering. As you can see here, when I move with my fingers, this will move the wheels. Okay guys, if we'll have a look at the side of the Ford GT, I am highly impressed with the detail here and the different Lego pieces that they've had to use and make to get all the different curves to match the Ford GT, especially this door, guys. Look how they've put and incorporated the different pieces. As you can see, the vents here and this angle to get to go flow through the back, as well as when you open the door, it doesn't just open like a normal door. When you open it, it lifts to the side like that, and it has this interesting contraption of Lego pieces here put together in order to hold the door up. This piece over here you can see is what's holding the door up, and then when we push it down it closes, and then when we pull it up it moves like that, and that is what's holding up the door. In the interior, guys, we're presented with the steering wheel with the GT logo on it. We have a digital speedometer showing us the speed it's doing at the moment. Then on the right hand side it's showing the infotainment system, and guys, I will say they've got this quite down to the T. If you look at the original interior, they got it spot on over here, which I like the attention to detail. Then if we move to the side, we will see, we move to the side of the interior, we have 2 seats, and then we've got an interesting piece there where you'll see the gear lever, which is this piece here, that moves forward. I'll show it like this. Then we've got this gear lever that moves forward, and in the process of that, what that moves, if we come to the back here, we have it raise the rear wing, which I think that is a neat feature. Okay guys, when we come to the rear of the vehicle, we can already see represented with quite a lot of detail here, showing all the different curves and sides of this Ford GT. I'm very, very impressed with Lego and how they've achieved to get this air duct piece over here to allow the air from there through this gap. As you can see guys, it's open, so the air would flow past the door, through underneath here and underneath Lego piece here, running through there, pass through for aerodynamics. And that's exactly how the real car is designed. So they've achieved those details, which is quite impressive. But if we take a look at the rest of it, we can see we're presented with the twin exhausts. Above that is the GT logo, and then we've got these cool interesting lights to represent the circle of the lights on the real vehicle. Then at the bottom, sadly those are stickers, but they still look good, showing us more vent at the bottom, and then of course the diffuser. Then guys, if we come to the rear and top of the back, we can see that there's an engine poking there, hidden away. And the nice thing is, if we open this, we can see that 3.5 liter V6 engine, and we can see more workings of the rear with the differential and the suspension and all the different gears there that give this vehicle some function when you move it. As well as if you move the vehicle, we can see the pistons are moving up and down there, which is a neat touch. And then we can see all the little gears they're moving as you move it back and forth. So it's a nice little play feature, plus it's cool to see, and it's quite interesting to learn how this all gets put together. It gives you a sense of what it would be like in the real car if you actually had to build it. But guys, overall, this is an awesome Lego set. Decent size, definitely a decent size. It's not as big as you would have the Ferrari and the Lamborghini that will be on the screen now, but I think this is quite a decent size. Very nice to build, very interesting. You learn a lot. Oh, of course, I wanted to show you that these are the side mirrors of the Ford GT, which give it that big wide stance, but it's really an awesome set to display. I think it's one of the best sets I've got so far. But guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, please subscribe, please hit that like button, and guys, we'll catch you in the next video for the next epic Lego set and all its details. Ciao for now.